2 of the Taming of the Shrew. The next day, Baptista's house is full of energy as Catherine chases her sister Bianca around, basically beating the crap out of her because Bianca won't tell her which of the men who are, asking for her hand she prefers. Baptista shows up, tries to calm his daughters down, but it's super obvious that he prefers Catherine over Bianca, and this makes Catherine even more violent. But eventually, both women leave in a huff, and a group of men are here to visit Baptista. So Gremio, Lucentio, Petruchio, Hortensio, Tranio, and Biondello are all back. Petruchio cuts right to the chase and asks to see Catherine. He offers up Hortensio up to Baptista, and Hortensio is disguised as a music teacher. Gremio, meanwhile, the other guy who's into Bianca, presents Lucentio to Baptista, claiming that he is a master of classical languages. So Tranio, who is pretending to be Lucentio, offers up books and a lute in exchange for a moment of Bianca's time. So Lucentio and Hortensio, as the schoolmasters, leave, and Petruchio, meanwhile, finds out that Catherine will come with a huge dowry. So, obviously he wants to marry her now. He wanted the cash. Hortensio comes back in with a head wound. It appears that Catherine threw the lute at his head when he tried to teach her how to play. Petruchio is unfazed by this, decides that he's going to call Catherine Kate, and also makes a decision to contradict everything that comes out of her mouth. As soon as they meet, Catherine lays into Petruchio instantly. However, he is just as witty as her. He's able to keep up with her banter, and basically everything she says, every threat that comes out of her mouth, he twists into a sexual pun. Eventually, Catherine smacks him over the head because he totally deserves it. He doesn't care, says he's going to marry her whether she likes it or not. When the other men show up, Petruchio tells them, well, the wedding is on Sunday. Catherine, of course, says that it is not on Sunday, and Petruchio completely ignores her, brushes her off, and says, no, she's super into me, you guys, the wedding is on Sunday. Catherine is silent after this. I don't know why. Maybe because he's right. Maybe she is really into him. I don't know. So Baptista thinks to himself, well, Catherine's out of the way, now it's time to deal with Bianca. He turns to the other men and says the only people who can provide for Bianca properly will be considered. Tranio, who is disguised as Lucentio, says, I can match any of the offers that will be made. Baptista is extremely impressed by this, and he says, I'll give Bianca to you if your dad can come over and confirm that your cash money is legit. So now everybody is in kind of deep shit, but it gets worse, and I'll see you in Act 3.